Hey everybody, how you doing? My video this week is going to be based on a question that I got sent. Let me read it out to you. It goes, how do I project confidence in my work? How do I project my professional presence with the people that I work with and my stakeholders? How do I make more impact? Well, look, I totally get that. I see that a lot. I've experienced it a lot in my life as well. And the funny thing is I've actually coached a few people around this recently. So it seems to be a common question at the moment. Now, what I'm going to share with you in this video is what I like to call 3 switches that you can flip that will get you into that place of professional presence, that projection of your confidence. And as well as projecting your confidence, I think it's going to help you achieve more of your emotional resilience, because you're going to have that confidence, you're going to have that presence, and you're going to stay cool in meetings under pressure, because again, you're going to have that presence. And you're going to be better at being the problem solver, because having this kind of presence also helps you be a problem solver in business with that presence. So I think this is going to be good for you. And hang around to the end, because in addition to what I show you in this video, I also want to show you how you can access a further free tutorial, which I think will be massive value to you, which is how to absolutely master your composure when you're in pressure, conflict, and stress in the moment. So hang around for that. Now, my name's Steve and I'm a professional coach. I work mostly with professional people just like you on combining your personal brilliance with unshakable emotional wellness so that you can create a happier and more successful experience of your life and work. So for the best ideas and topics in that theme, please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so that you'll know when new content arrives. Now, back when I identified mostly as a neuro-linguistic programming trainer, or NLP as it likes to get abbreviated, I did a lot of work on mind and body states around confidence and presence. And as I've expanded that work and embraced some more spiritual work along the same lines, I've kind of complemented that with work that I've come to call personal grounding. So I've done a lot of work in this space, and what I really wanted to say to start with, my starting point, is the best way to project confidence is to feel confident. Oh, now I know that sounds like I'm stating the obvious, but bear with me because I think you'll see where I'm coming from. Because the best way to feel confident is to know your stuff, and to know that you know your stuff, and to know that you can create what you need to create when you need to create it. And that's a long way of saying, do your homework, do your groundwork, do your preparation. I really do not recommend faking confidence when you haven't done any preparation. Now, the famous film director Ron Howard, who you might know directed films like Apollo 13, he said confidence is preparation in action. And I think that's a good motto to be guided by. So do your preparation. Now, if you have done your preparation, it's just that you get that self-doubt thing and you can't quite project your confidence, then that's where we're going to go next. By the way, if this is something that you've ever felt, or you've got a story around this, or you know somebody who has a story around this, then tell me about it. I'd love to hear it. Leave it in a comment if you're okay to do so. I'll read every comment that you leave and I'll reply to as many as I can. Now, the first switch that I want to present to you is a really simple mind and body switch that changes our internal state, and it changes our voice into something more impactful and measured. Now, it's a great antidote to speaking too fast, to speaking too nervously, and to rambling, which is one of the ways that we lack impact when we speak. When you see people are doing that, it's like they're speaking from here. Right? Now, obviously, I'm being metaphorical. I'm not literally speaking from here, but this is where it feels like it's coming from quite high up. And the remedy to this is to really take it down, to move it down towards the center of your body So the idea here is put your attention on the center of the body. Take it out from here. Put it in the center of your body. Breathe into that place and speak from that. Speak from the center of the body rather than from up here. So instead of being like, no, my name's Steve, it becomes, my name's Steve. Now, if you've never done this before, then as soon as you finish watching this video, I want you to go and find a mirror, and I want you to stand in front of that mirror and spend 30 minutes practicing this. Spend 30 minutes putting your attention down here, breathing into it, and speaking from that place, because practice is what will make you good at this. Knowledge without action is no good. Make it knowledge with action. Now, the second switch that you can flip is something I love. This is something that I modeled back in my NLP days, because one of the things that I noticed about people who get into these nervous states and it feels like they don't project their confidence, that they're not projecting their presence, is it feels like their presence in the room is constricted. If you imagine your presence as being an invisible entity, it's like it's doing this, it's crunching inwards and getting small. Well, again, this is metaphorical, it's not literal, obviously, but if you imagine the opposite, if you imagine your presence, this invisible entity, is like a balloon that's expanding outwards, like this, until it starts pressing on the sides of the walls and pressing into the ceiling and pressing into the floor and pressing into the corners of the room, then that is a great way of experiencing your presence projecting outwards. And when people do this, that also has an impact on our mind-body state that is positive, that helps us project more, that helps us feel more confident. And again, if you've never done this before, I want you to turn knowledge into action by practicing this. So at the same time that you're standing in front of a mirror practicing speaking from down here, I want you to imagine that your presence is expanding and filling the room. And as you move from room to room, I want you to imagine that your presence expands to fill that room as well. Now, the third switch I've got for you is where your attention is, because again, one of the things I noticed about people who don't project their confidence and don't project their presence is that their attention is directed inwards. Their attention is back on themselves with questions like, what if people don't like what I have to say? What if what I have to say isn't worth anything? And the more your attention is directed back in on yourself, the more nervous you're likely to get. Whereas people I've found who speak confidently in public and do project their confidence and do project their presence, I've noticed that they're projecting their attention outwards. They're asking themselves questions like, what can I do for this audience? What can I do that will serve them? What will have an impact for them? So that third switch, quite simply, is shift your attention off of yourself and put it on your mission in the world. Now, I have space to take on one new coaching client this week. And as always, my coaching starts with a free deep dive session. So if you'd like to explore how we could create transformational results in your life together, then get in touch with me. I would love to hear from you. You can contact me via my website, which is linked in the pinned comment below this video. And please like this video if you did like it, because it helps show YouTube that this is worth showing to people. Share it with your friends, share it on Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe, because there's a lot more like this coming. Now, I mentioned at the top of the video a follow-on tutorial which I think will be of massive value to you. To recap that is to absolutely master your composure when you're facing conflict, pressure, and stress in the moment. Now, to get access to that tutorial, again, there's a link in the pinned comment. Go down, find that link, click on it, and you'll be able to get access to that tutorial. It's absolutely free, so please help yourself. And other than that, I'll see you next week.